Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back to check out another Superman collector review. This is a real beauty today. This is one of those statues that has been out for quite a few years that I just never got around to getting my hands on. And it arrived this week. It is the Crisis on Infinite Earths Superman and Supergirl cold cast porcelain statue. This was from the October '85 comic, which the storyline was of the Crisis on Infinite Earths, basically interdimensional multiverse, as it's called today, which resulted in the death of Supergirl. So this is from DC Direct. There was 2,550 made. So it is limited edition. This is number 2261. It came out in 1999. As I say, it's one of those ones that I've been meaning to get. It's not a particularly tall statue. If you can see by my hand, there you go. It's sort of the length of my hand and probably the width of my hand. So it's not sort of, 30 centimeters tall or anything like that. It is quite a small statue. But what I love about this statue is not the unfortunate death of Supergirl, but forgetting the subject matter, the look on Superman's face here, which is absolute distress and grief. I don't know whether you can see it because it's hard to pick up on camera. He has a tear streaming down his face, which catch the light and reflect, which is an absolute brilliant touch, to be fair. And the fact that Supergirl here is wearing the costume, if you like, that was depicted in the Supergirl comics when she featured in the comics. So you've got the red hairband there, or headband there, should I say. The cape goes round the front and it makes part of the S on the tunic. But what I love about it even more than that is the whole ripped suit, disheveled, cuts out of the boots you can see there, rips to the tunic in the center. It's just superb. I'm so pleased with it. I know why I never got it earlier. I do not know. I love the stance of Superman in this because he's just sort of holding her in his arms and just screaming out loud. It's just fantastic. I do love the sort of purpley, sort of otherworldly rock base, if you like. Again, you've got the cape shredded here. It's just superb. It's superb. Again, we have the classic S on the back of the cape, which, as I've said in previous videos, should always be there, in my opinion. But it's just wonderfully painted. The colours are fantastic. I mean, look at that side profile there of Superman just crying out in absolute desperation, if you like, and the lifeless sort of body of Supergirl there. Again, the S and the belt on Superman is very of the era of Chris Reeves movies. Again, not based on that, obviously, it's based on the comics, but it's that sort of design of costume, if you like. Again, they've stayed true to the Supergirl costume with the yellow pieces on the boots, at the top of the boots there. And I don't know whether anybody's ever noticed this. I'm sure you have if you're a huge fan, but I don't know when I noticed this, but it was some time ago that it suddenly dawned on me that Supergirl has her cuts on the side of her boots here that go down in the V shape, and Superman has the V's at the front of his boots, which that never occurred to me. I just saw it one day and thought, oh my goodness, what a great touch that is to have a similar coloured suit from the male to the female, and just to make tiny tweaks and just make it slightly different. I think it's wonderful. But this is on eBay. A lot of them are in the States, which again you'll pay on import duties and VAT and all the other things that they like to sting us for. And they're about 170 to 250, and for a smallish statue of this sort of design is quite a hefty price. So I don't know whether they're becoming rare or whether they're rare already, but yeah, it's hard to get hold of. But I wasn't even watching for this statue, to be honest with you. I think on one of my searches on eBay, I just have Superman statue, and this popped up, and I read the description, and the description. I mean, I read the price, but I'll get to that in a minute. I read the description, and it said, my husband was a huge Superman fan, and unfortunately, he passed away, and it was time to sort of let his collection go. And then I saw the price, and the price was £55, and it was in this country, and postage was like, I don't know, £3.50, £3.75, something like that. So, as bad and as sorry as I felt for this lady losing her husband, I was extremely pleased to get this in my collection for under £60, including postage, which is phenomenal, really, absolutely phenomenal. So I can assure you that this has gone to a good home, into my collection, into my cabinet, and will be treasured. It's just something that missed me over the years that I'd always seen pictures of, and I thought to myself, one day I'll get that, when I've got some spare cash. And it just popped up this week. And the lady that sent it super fast. I mean, excuse the pun, but I think it arrived in like 2 days and was extremely well packaged. And another thing I wanted to tell you is brand new, absolutely brand new. The box was in excellent condition, never been opened, still sealed with sellotape tabs over the back of the cardboard box. It's in like a plastic sort of inlay with a window in the front of the cardboard box. So I am absolutely delighted with this. And the colours, just let me spin it again for you. The colours and the look on Superman's face there, and the sort of the veins and the muscles in his neck standing out. It's just, look at the rips here in Supergirl's costume here. It's just brilliant, brilliant, and it's in wonderful condition. I mean, it's brand new, but you could say, well, yes, it's brand new. It's going to be in good condition. I've had stuff that I've bought that's brand new that I got out of the box to display in this room when we moved here, and the boots had disintegrated. The cape had become brittle and broken. So just because something's new in the box, never been taken out, does not mean it's in great condition. Things do deteriorate, but this, to my delight, is in sort of as new condition, and it looks absolutely superb. I'm going to try and sort of bring the statue in a little bit, to maybe you can sort of see the no, it's not going to sort of show you. It's unfortunate. Sorry about that. The sort of tears running down his face, but you might be able to catch it. If I catch you might be able to see it there in the light. So another piece that's arrived, absolutely charming piece. Love this piece, and that's going to be Pride of Place today. So that was the first thing that arrived this week. And I'll now move on to the second item I wanted to show you. Well, this was from a very dear friend of mine in Detroit, who I met at the Detroit Motor City Comic Con a few years ago now, who's become a very good friend of mine. I was given a heads up on this piece by another friend from Detroit, Lynn Anderson. And this is just a plastic ornament. I don't know what you would call it, whether it's a Christmas ornament or an exploding star, whatever you'd want to call it. Just acrylic plastic, but it does resemble the ship that comes from Krypton with baby Kal-El in it, coming to Earth. So I asked my friend if she would pop along and grab one of these for me from Hobbycraft in Detroit. And she bought it a couple of months ago, and life gets complicated and busy, and I'd pretty much forgotten all about it. And without telling me it was being sent, she just sent it, and it just turned up. So I had this big parcel turned up in a big box, really well packed, so it wouldn't get broken at all. And I opened it, and to my surprise, was this wonderful gift, and it's just brilliant. I mean, it's $10, so it's not a massive amount of money to spend out, but it's just very reminiscent of the spaceship from Krypton. So I was extremely pleased to receive this. And as I say, it's just acrylic plastic, and it's a kind of Christmas sort of exploding star or a star ornament, but it's just amazing. And I popped it on Facebook, and so many people have said how wonderful it is, and I'm actually really, really pleased with it. So, as much as this collection is worth, some thousands, and I spend an awful lot of money on occasional high-end products that have been released, this is $10, and what more could you want? I mean, it's great. So you don't have to spend an awful lot of money to find these wonderful items out there to start a collection and to add to collection. So huge thanks to my friend in Detroit for this, because it is amazing. So sort of two items in one today. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you will, because that would help the channel grow. And hit the notification bell, and then you'll be aware of my next uploaded video. Thanks very much for watching. We're now coming into autumn, so enjoy the very tail end of the summer and the wonderful colours that come with the autumn, especially in the UK, but around the world as well. Thanks very much for your support. It means the world, and I love doing these videos, and I hope you enjoy them too. So stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.